Good day, welcome back to today's class. And the topic we'll be looking at this morning, this afternoon, this evening, based on your location and time zone, is excretion and homeostasis. And that is biology to be precise. But before we dive in, like I used to say and I used to teach and guide my students, I would like to give you the objectives of the class so that your mind can be set and you'll be able to know what you are going to learn. You know me now if you are seeing this video for the very first time. I'm Buluaji Ojajini, the passionate teacher with a legacy. I teach to make impact and to transform life. One of the purpose of objectives of the class is to prepare the mind of the student, and we'll be looking at that right now. The objective of this class are, by the end of the lecture, the student should be able to 1. Define excretion and homeostasis, identify major homoexcretory organ and their function, describe the structure and function of the kidney, explain how the body maintains stable temperature, water balance, and salt concentration, understand feedback mechanism, negative feedback that regulate hormone, interpret diagram of excretory system and homeostatic process. All this will be dealt with. And stop me here for the very first time, kindly go ahead now and subscribe to this channel, and if you are watching on Facebook, make sure you follow the page and share this video 50 times so that others can actually learn and others can benefit. It's a free video and also it is a premium video. So let's go ahead as we continue. My student is here also live. Jola, make sure you listen very well and jot down all the necessary key points you will be needed, and you that you are joining also, make sure you do that. It's an opportunity for you. Explanation of excretion. A body is like a busy city where chemical reactions run day and night. This activity produces waste, not rubbish straw can carry, but chemical the body must swift escort out before they cause shouts or toxic. It is so obvious that in our various homes there are a lot of garbages, there are a lot of litters of dirties here and there that we normally produce as a result of our activities. And for our house to be neat, presented, and to keep from dangers, and to make our life easy and healthy, all these wastes are meant to be packed out. They are meant to be packed out, and that is why we sweep regularly, and that is why we wash our plates and pack all the garbages into the dustbin so that they can be eliminated and they can be disposed properly. Why we are doing this is because we want to maintain a healthy environment. We want to maintain a clean environment. We want to maintain an environment that can be conducive for every member of the family, and that is what we call personal cleanliness, personal hygiene in basic science. The same thing our body works in that way is like a house, that all the activities we produce, all the activities we engage in today rather, as a way of producing some metabolic waste that need to be eliminated. And if all this remain in the body system, then it will damage and affect the body system. And that is what gave birth to that topic, excretory system. You have been following me several times. I've been talking about all this system. You can check the other videos on this channel, and you will see when I've been talking about all this system. Our God is so superior and God very powerful. He developed all these systems so that our body can actually be in a healthy way without struggling. So that's a simpler explanation of that, and I want us to go in deeply now. Meaning of excretion is the process of removing metabolic waste. Look at two things here. Metabolic waste. I want you to take note of that. Metabolic waste products and toxic material. Take note of this, and I want you to know it very, very well. I want you to know it very well. Take note of it very well. Take note of this thing that I'm actually telling you right now. Metabolic waste. Metabolic waste. So what we are saying here is that what? As a result of the reaction, the chemical reaction that happens in our body from eating of food, there is a digestion, and there is always a metabolic waste after the reaction, after the biochemical reaction in our body. All this metabolic waste produce toxic material. They can be dangerous for the body system if they are not properly eliminated. And the process of eliminating this is what we refer to as what? Excretion. That is the metabolic waste products and toxic material from the body of an organism is what we refer to as what? Excretion, to pass it away. This waste include urea, carbon dioxide, excess water, and salt. Those are the examples of this metabolic waste and toxic material that we eliminate from our body. It is not the same as ejection. That ejection is the removal of undigested food, while excretion involves the removal of chemical waste products within the body. It's after digestion have been taken place. The undigested part, the removing the metabolic waste of it is what excretion is. So there is difference between metabolic excretion rather and ejection. That one remove the undigested food. Is that taken out? So that is what? That is that. If you are understanding that, let me know. If you don't get it clearly, you can make a comment or you chat me directly and I will guide you. That is the simple definition of that. And now, human excretory system. The human excretory system is what we are actually seeing. These are the major part that involve it, which is the what? The excretory tract, which is the what? Kidney leading to what? To the bladder. Look at this diagram very well now. We have the kidney at the right side and we have the kidney at the left side. So that is what I want us to look at now. And we have the bladder, we have the urethra. What the kidneys does is to help us to regulate the inflow. It's to help us to regulate the body system in its own aspect. And you can see we have the renal artery, the renal vein, urethra, and we have the aorta and vena cava. But the major thing to be concerned here is the kidney, the bladder, and the what? Urethra. You can see that now boldly written by each of the side. The thing you are seeing here that look like beans are the kidney. These are the kidney and these are the bladder. The bladder helps to store the urine before it is being what? Eliminated. That is the function of the bladder. Now let's go ahead so that you have more function of this thing. Kidney remove urea, excess salt, and excess water. That's the function of what? The kidney. Human excretory organ and their what? Function. This is the human excretory system, and these are the organs. You can see that now. The first one there is the what? The kidney. And what does the kidney do is what we are trying to explain here. Remove urea, excess salt, and excess water. That is why when you urinate and you have a little taste of it, it is salty. And when you are sweating also, you have a little taste of it. It is kind of what? Salty too, because it is the removal of what? Unnecessary availability of salt in the body. So what kidney does is to remove what? Urea, excess salt, and excess water from the body. Number 2, regulate body composition and osmotic balance. That is what it does. Regulate the blood composition and osmotic balance. Then the next one is the lungs. Remove carbon dioxide and water vapor as the function of the what? Lungs. Then skin, remove water, salt, and small amount of what? Urea through sweat. These are the human excretory organs, and we are looking at their each function. And the next one we have here is the liver. Now convert toxic ammonia to urea, break down old red blood cell, detoxify drugs, and what? Alcohol. These are the other function of the what? Liver as part of the what? Excretory organ. Then we have the large intestine. Remove bile pigment from broken blood cell. That is what that one does. It removes what? bile pigment from broken blood cell. Many may ask what is the meaning of bile. Bile are very green in nature that we normally find among the liver of an animal, that when it's actually burst, it is in black, greenish, dark green in nature that can make all our meat to be what? Bitter. So that is what? Bile. And that's why you always be careful when you want to remove it from the liver side of any animal. So that is that. This is a bigger picture, cross anatomy of the what? Kidney, so that you can see it clearly. We have the capsule, cortex, pyramid, major calyx, minor calyx, renal, pelvis, and urethra. So this is the section, cross section of what? Anatomy of the what? The kidney, to show all the inner part of it, and you can see that clearly. More will be discussed on that later in subsequent video. That is why I expect you, and I encourage you not to subscribe to this channel. Structure of the kidney for deeper clarity. This thick of each kidney are compact filtering cathedral full of widening passages designed to purify blood. Main part, cortex, outer region where filtration began. That is the cortex. The cortex, that's in the outside region where filtration begin. And we have the what? Medulla, inner region containing lobes that reabsorb water. Renal pelvis, funnel-shaped chamber that collects urine. Is a funnel-shaped chamber. Funnel-shaped chamber rather, that collects urine. Nephron, the functional unit of the what? A functional unit of the kidney. Now let's dive into homeostasis. Maintaining of homeostasis is the maintenance of a constant internal environment within narrow limit despite external changes. That is the maintenance of constant internal environment. Internal environment is the thing that happens at a constant interval, because we work, except we're sleeping. Every now and then our body is in a constant changing, and it is a result of homeostasis that helps us to maintain this constant change. Our temperature change every interval, our body system change within a very short period of time. And what homeostasis does is that they are the one that make us to maintain that balance, to adjust immediately to any change in that environment. So that is what that is. That it keeps the body suitable for enzyme activity and what? Survival. Then homeostasis works mainly through negative feedback, where the body reverses any change that deviates from normal level. What we are saying here is that it's just like when there is an antibodies. What are antibodies? To fight against disease. Anti-malaria, they fight against what? Disease caused what? Malaria. So when there is an external object in the body system, immediately they attack it, just like a soldier that is protecting a country, and a war is about to happen. They are the one that protect the country, and when the external body are coming with the aim of fighting the country, what they first do is that they will meet the soldier at the gates into this particular country, and the function of this that is to defeat those people, because they are negative. If people are coming for peace, they won't attack them. But when they are coming for war, they will be what? Attack them. Attack. That is the same thing that happened in homeostasis. Is a negative feedback. When there is a detection of a negative action in the body system, homeostasis pick it up and react it in order to what? To maintain that what? That balance. So that is that. And A of this mechanism that uses what? Temperature regulation, which is what? Thermoregulation. When body temperature rises. When the temperature of the body rises, sweat glands produce sweat. That is why immediately when there is a rising in temperature, the function of the sweat gland is what? To produce sweat. Why is it producing it? To cool the body. Blood vessel dilate, vasodilation, more heat loss. Ear mucus relax, ear line flat. If you check your screen, the ear will lie flat. Why are they doing it? Is to make cooling effective in the body's system. When body temperature falls, shift rate generates heat, blood vessels constrict, which is referred to as well vasoconstriction, reduce heat loss, ear muscle contract, trapping air for what? Insulation. So that is what happens when the body temperature fall. Then ADH control reabsorption, low water more ADH concentration urine, and high water less ADH. I expect it has a question in this particular slide, and I'm waiting for that question that you should add in order to know that you're actually following. And if you are not answering that question, I'm asking right now, and make sure you reply in the comment section. July, you can hear that, so that I can actually know that you follow this particular course and this particular class to this very end. The meaning of ADH. Give me the meaning of ADH. Meaning of ADH. Meaning. Give me, and type it at the section. Give me of ADH. So I expect that as a way of knowing and engaging my student that they are actually following. So that is that. Give me the meaning of ADH in biology. So with them, I will now explain better if you actually ask that question, and if you are watching anywhere around the world, make sure you make this in the comment section, and you can check my WhatsApp and contact me for that in more details. So that is what that is that. So that is that. Then we have that's water regulation, ADH control reabsorption, low water equals to more ADH concentrated urine, high water less ADH dilute urine. So once you understand the meaning of ADH, details of this will be understood, and ask questions so that I can give you that. So that is that. Then salt regulation, kidney balance salt concentration. They say kidney because there are two. High salt, more excretion. When there is high salt, there is more excretion in the body because the kidney balance salt concentration. Low salt, aldosterone increase retention. There will not be more excretion in the body. And negative feedback, reverse deviation from normal. Stimulus, receptor, control, effector, response. These are how this thing actually happen. When there is a stimulus, receptor, control, effector, and response, all this happen as an interval. Immediately when there is an external negative action in the body system, they easily respond to it, and correction will actually be made. That is how we come to the end of the class. I'm Boluwaji Ojajini, the passionate teacher with the legacy. Don't forget to share this 100 times, like it, and make a comment, because it's very impactful, and I believe you actually learn something good. You have actually learned something good. A quick recap before we shut down for this particular class. Excretion and homeostasis, and that is by name. Objective, all this have been dealt with. Definition, major of my excretory organ, which have been described in the video. How the body maintains stable temperature, water, all this has been discussed. Explanation of excretion, discussed. Meaning of excretion, discussed in details. Human excretory system, human excretory organ and their function. You can see that all this has been actually discussed. All this has been discussed. Make sure you share, and if you find value, make sure you actually make a comment, and if you have any question, and send a question back to me. God bless you till we see again in the next video. Till we see again in the next video. God bless you. God bless you. God bless